Today's episode is dedicated to my late wife, the love of my life, Dee, who passed away 21 years ago today. So in today's episode, had to do a heart for love, and we're going to work a little bit on how to get this beautiful kind of halo kind of effect around any emblem that you do. Come on in and check it out. Dyeverse Designs. Positive energy designs for positive energy people, aka living for the better good of all. Who I am, it's what I do, my passion, my mission in life. So in today's episode, I generally cut out a heart for my heart emblems. We're going to try to radiate some lightning out there, kind of continue the series I've been doing on lightning, and then we get the added bonus of doing a heart. I cut them out different sizes because sometimes you'll find, depending on the size of the shirt, your proportions may not be right. In this case, I really should have done a bigger heart, but we got a lot of cool lightning around it. So really, I'm just going to trace around one half of that. I've soaked my shirt in soda ash for 20 minutes. And if you need another video on how to, fold the t-shirts for this kind of ice dye, I have a video on that if you just check out my channel, Dyeverse Designs. So I start my fan folds, following the line at the top of the heart. I always start at the top of the heart in the center. And as you can see, I'm trying to continue the fan fold all the way out to the outside of the shirt. And then on the inside, as I go further along, it's going to start to make these little loops. You may have seen something along those lines in some of my other emblem videos. And you'll continue to see me pull that one part toward the center of the front of the heart, right where I'm pulling my finger right now. I keep pulling that up toward that center point. And what ends up happening is each time I rotate the shirt a little bit to continue my fan fold along the line, it'll actually show me where it really wants the next fold to be. It kind of works itself. I rotate the shirt a little and it starts to fold for me. I pull my finger up, stretch the material out a little. And as you can see toward the right side of your screen, I'm sorry the angle is not the best, but you start to see in the very center toward those little loops inside loops. You really want to get these lines when you do emblems as absolutely tight as possible in a straight line. And when I tie these, the first tie I do, I really try to pull both ends to get an even pull on each side. Then I'm going to do very loose scrunches. And my scrunches are going to be kind of lateral, as like in up and down. I apologize, vertical. They'll be kind of more toward the up and down side, the way lightning would go in a direction. And you can already kind of see a little bit of shape, going that way. You don't want it too tight. I found the tighter it gets, the crazier the pattern gets, but you don't get it as a true lightning effect. And we're only going from that's the bottom of the shirt that we're doing that with. And we're just going to band it up right up to about just shy of where the emblem is. About 4 inches shy, 5 inches shy. Now in here, we really want to work those radiating folds because that's what's going to make the radiating effect around the emblem. And when we go to dye that, we'll dye it in a very contrasting color to really pull that halo effect off. You'll also see that I'm using my finger by closest to the emblem to keep pulling up toward the center of where the bottom of the emblem is. That's really, really important in this. And I'm going to follow that till I'm about halfway in. I'm not going to worry about that center part. You'll see why in a little bit. But once I get down just about to that halfway point, then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do my fan folds from the other side to meet it. So I'm just going to spin this around in just a second. There you go. I just repeat the process of, creating my fan folds to meet up toward the center. Now, I'm using about 1 finger length width distance for a tie. That's going to be my contrasting color. And then all along the top and the shoulder, I want 1 color of lightning, and then all along the under armpit area, I want another color of lightning. So first I'm going to do some little lightning scrunches from the collar down along the top of the shoulder and along the top of the sleeve. A little trick, if you imagine lightning and the sound of lightning, it comes out better like while you're doing it. No, I'm just kidding. Just trying to entertain a little while we're waiting for the finishing touches on that. Now I'm only binding the sleeve there. And then I'm just doing some loose scrunch all around the remaining part. And we'll be ready for some dye. So I already put my Chinese red on the emblem for the heart and my lemon yellow underneath that for my halo, and then I'm just going to do some stripes to get my lightning effect. The way you really get the lightning effect, this is a better blue-green by the way, but the way I get the effect is I kind of sprinkle without getting too heavy a coating of it as I do the sprinkle. And then that's a bright green that I'm also mixing in there. Those are the 2 colors so far. And then I added in a teal blue and some raspberry. I apologize, I used deep purple on this one. And then I give it about an hour and a half. I check the bottom. I'm looking for the dye to get just coming down around the outsides down to the bottom, but not quite getting all the way to where it completely saturates the bottom. At that point, I want to take all my ice off so that I don't really continue too much more for that dye to settle. The darker colors, like your deeper purple, is going to settle anyway. So then we get our final result. We got some really, really good green lightning, both in our bright greens. Just got semi-good lightning. The better blue-green got really good lightning. Got some kind of weird emblem underneath the heart toward the very center of the shirt. I don't even know what to make of it. And then the heart emblem itself, you can kind of see it gives a little bit of, by creating the fan folds the way we did around the emblem, we kind of got an additional dimension inside the heart by doing the second fan fold and the second tie. just outside of the emblem, we got that cool radiating effect where the red was bleeding out a little bit, and then the yellow caught just outside of that. So it gives it, as I said, this halo or glow effect. Play around with that idea on all your emblems. If you're using a dark blue, maybe use like a mist gray right along the edge of where you tie the emblem. If you use a red, you can do a yellow. You can also go with contrasting colors like blues and purples. It's a little trickier to do, but it can be done. But give it a try. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave a comment, or you can write me at dyeversedesigns@yahoo.com. That's Dyeverse Designs. And I can tell you, as somebody who's always living for the better good of all, there's nothing in my life that feels better than when I do something good for somebody else. I want to give you the chance to have that feeling right now. In a few minutes, a little green t-shirt tie-dye t-shirt is going to appear in a little circle between two videos. Please click that subscribe button for me. It's not for my vanity. It's not to be monetized. It's just to get my videos ranked higher. If I can't get seen, I can't get the goodness out there, and I can't fulfill my mission. So help me, help the people I can reach. I promise you'll feel great. Go ahead, click that button. Until then, I am Dyeverse Designs, living for the better good of all. I hope you are too.